Okay, so just a disclaimer before I start this video, I'm totally reading from a script because otherwise I would never be able to say everything that I want to. Okay. To my teachers. I know that none of my teachers will ever see this or ever hear about it, but I wanted to thank the people that have made my future possible. For me, that's a lot of people because the school system I'm in just has a lot of teachers that the kids go through. I wanted to thank the people that have made my future possible because without them, none of this would have happened. As a young kid, I really struggled with ADHD, and for those of you who don't know, ADHD is basically a learning disorder almost, but it makes it really hard for me to concentrate without special medication or special programs. And my grade school teachers really helped me overcome that learning difficulty that I had. And I specifically want to thank some of the support teachers that I've had throughout my early years at school. Okay, so my camera died during the middle of that last clip, so I'm just going to start it over. Mrs. Smith, you really helped me in 5th grade. You made a huge impact on me. I learned how to spell words better, and you helped me organize my schoolwork so that I could stay focused. Mrs. Wasslinger, in middle school I really struggled with math. Although I still do struggle with math, what you helped me with really made a huge impact. You supported me and encouraged me to try my best. I may still not be a math scholar, but without you, I would never have gotten to where I am today. To all of my high school teachers, thank you for the hard work that you've done to teach me. I feel like not many students thank their teachers for what they do. But I want you to know that it is because of you that I'm able to go to the college that I want to and have the dreams that I have. To all my science teachers, Mrs. Chambers, Dr. Oktursky, Mr. Abraham, Miss Giuliano, and Mrs. Fleer. Thank you for inspiring me to embrace my passions. I'm now happy to say that because of you, I'm looking forward to a career in environmental sciences. To my English teachers, Mr. O'Donnell, Mrs. King, Mr. Dunn, Mr. Holloway, and Mrs. Flannery. English has always been my best subject. You've all been honest about my work, and you've helped me excel in areas that I enjoy. You've encouraged my reading and my passions, and I couldn't be more thankful for you and for what you've done. To my history teachers, Mrs. Moore, Mrs. Reynolds, and Mrs. Labonte, thank you for teaching me about our country. Although history has never been my favorite subject, you've all been great teachers who have treated me fairly. To my math teachers, I have to thank you profusely. Mr. G, Mr. Strong, Mrs. Kurt, and Mrs. Demick, to all my math teachers, I have to thank you profusely. Mr. G, Mr. Strong, Mrs. Kurt, and Mr. Demick. Math is not my best subject, by any means. But you've all given me so much support over the past 4 years that I now feel prepared to tackle my future. Okay, so my camera has died twice, and my card has run out of space 2 times, so let's see where we get with this. Okay. To my Spanish teacher, Mr. Archibald, I can honestly say that I took your classes specifically for college requirements, but that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy them. You were always friendly, welcoming, and understanding. You made learning another language so much more fun for me, even if I was very bad at it. I always looked forward to playing Lotango or just having a couple of laughs. And you were always there to give me advice whenever I needed it. and I thank you for that. And lastly, to my business teacher, Mrs. Dean. Your classes were always very insightful for me. I learned so much more about the business aspect of our world, and I wish I could have taken more of your classes. I know that after graduation, I'll most likely never see any of these teachers again. This is one of the reasons that I made this video, to have this out there saying my thanks so that if they stumble upon it or if somebody else stumbles upon it, they'll see how grateful I am for the people that made my future possible. And I can't thank those people enough, because without them, I don't know where I would be in this world. So, thank you very much for all that you've done for me.